WMMAC. This is the coach, and you're live on the Coaching Show. The Coaching Show live. Yeah. Boy, I told you who I wanted to win this fight. I told y'all who I wanted to win this fight. I've been high on this kid, Gillian Robertson. Okay? I see the potential that this kid got. I see it. Okay? I always knew she was a good wrestler, but I saw the potential. Gillian Robertson, man, she came in here and she did exactly, pretty much what I thought she'd do. Cortney Casey came in round one, and when she initially started, throwing punches at Gillian Robertson, I started thinking to myself, oh man, this might get ugly. Gillian got to figure out a way to get the fight to the ground. And you can see clear as day that there was a clear striking advantage for Cortney Casey. She was tagging Gillian. Gillian immediately closed that distance, man, and got this fight to the ground. I said, God, no. I said, this is what I'm talking about. And this is what I see in Gillian Robertson. I think Gillian Robertson, her striking has improved. I think, though, that she didn't utilize her jab enough to throw Cortney Casey off. Or if she could have even used her jab, I think Gillian Robertson could have even had a standing battle with Cortney Casey. But Gillian Robertson did the smart thing. Okay, she got the fight to the ground. She got to her comfort zone. That's what you're supposed to do as a young fighter. And I take my hat off to Gillian, okay? She's had some ups and downs in her UFC career. But I got to say, man, she went in here, she took care of business. She whipped up on Cortney's ass. And that's all I could ask. She was pretty hard on herself after the fight, but I'm like, man, you went in there and whipped up on Cortney's ass. Cortney, I really didn't know, how vulnerable she was on the ground. And I think Gillian Robertson, she showed a blueprint. If you can actually get Cortney Casey down, if you can get on her back, you have a chance to win the fight. Cortney Casey is very, very strong. She's extremely strong. And I was impressed how Gillian Robertson was able to keep that girl on the ground. Cortney Casey is not some weak girl. I mean, she's a former soccer player. She moved up in weight. She looks really, really good at 125 pounds. So I thought that, the strength advantage was going to go to Cortney Casey. Whew, boy, was I wrong. Boy, was I wrong. Gillian Robertson, God, dog, she got that fight to the ground. She was doing a ground and pound. Gillian was fishing for a submission. She was trying. And, I can appreciate that. I could appreciate that. I am a quiet fan of Gillian Robertson. I'm a quiet fan. Where does she go from here? I mean, she submitted Cortney Casey in round 3. Okay, and it was like almost toward the end of the round, and Gillian Robertson put Cortney Casey in a rear naked choke. Now, Cortney kind of looked at her corner, like, hey, you gave me some bad advice. Like, come on, Cortney. Cortney, you're a mixed martial artist. I mean, you know what's right, you know what's wrong. And sometimes your corner, they can't tell you everything. I mean, you have to use some common sense and think on the fly. If you know for a fact that the position feels wrong and what they're telling you is wrong, you got to make an executive, a CEO decision. And you got to make the right move that you think. And some fighters, I see a lot of fighters make their own adjustments. Okay, sometimes the corner, they're looking at it one way, but you're in the octagon. Your corner not in there, but she looked up there like she was blaming her corner. And, I'm like, God, listen, it ain't nobody. It's your fault. Gillian Robertson has gotten better. Okay, she's better. But now, is her striking, A level? No. But can her striking help her, win fights? Absolutely. Because Gillian Robertson ain't trying to sit up here and get into long, drawn-out brawl fest with people. She ain't trying to do all that. What Gillian Robertson trying to do is she trying to get you into her world. That's the ground game. But who do I want to see her fight? I mean, well, I guess there are a couple of names out there. It's a couple of names out there, but there's one name. There's one name that I want to call out right now. I want to see Gillian Robertson fight Mara Romero Barella. How'd she get that case? How did she get that case turned? Can anybody tell me how Mara Romero Barella got that case overturned? I mean, how'd she beat that case, y'all? How'd she beat that case? I want to see Gillian Robertson fight her. And then after that, I think Gillian Robertson need to call out Cynthia Calvillo. Now, when Gillian won, though, it kind of pissed me off, man. See, this is what I talk about in my videos. These young fighters, they got to call somebody out. I mean, if you want to eat around it, you got to call somebody out. And I think it was Gillian's perfect chance to say, hey, let's you and me get in that octagon. I'm ready to whoop somebody's ass now. See, that would have been the thing to do. That's okay, though. That's okay. You know, maybe her team need to give us some advice on how to do that, man. You got to be a savage like Mariah Agapova. Y'all see what she did? She got up in there, and she called out who she wanted. She called out Shayna Dobson. She said, Shayna Dobson, let's go ahead and get this fade. See, Gillian, we got to put the savage back in your name. You got to savagely call somebody out. But still, this is a great win by Gillian Robertson. I'm happy for her. That's right. Gillian Robertson. Hey, man, she did it. She did it. Let's let her grow. Let's not put her in a sentence with Valentina. Let's not do that right now. Let's let her get 2 more quality wins. Cortney Casey is a good stepping stone. Okay? Maybe, she get Calvillo in there. Beat a Barella. Beat Modafferi. And now, after that, and only then, we start talking about Gillian Robinson and a title shot. I think Gillian can pull that off. What do you think? I'm done.